Out of curiosity, do you listen to talkSPORT, Arsène? Did you used to listen to talkSPORT when you were Arsenal manager? Be honest.
No. Sometimes I listened, when it was time going to training. But as well, overall, I tried not to listen too much to the pros, the cons, and the criticism and the applause as well, because you try to be. Your job is to make the right decision and in the most neutral way. I try to give my best, In life, you have to do as well where your destiny has left you, and after that you go away and you let other people do the same. So that's what I tried. I think I'm very proud of the fact that I worked with values that were important to me, and I had only one thing in mind: what is good for the club. Apart from that, I regret every mistake I made, but I think my commitment was genuine and and total.
You spoke about how maybe the one regret is that you wish you left a bit earlier. Can you just tell us why that is and where perhaps you could have gone as well? 'Cause a lot of big clubs were interested in you, Arsène, weren't they?
Honestly, I don't regret. It's not well expressed. It looks like people wanted me to leave earlier, so that was not mine. Was it depending on me, I would have gone to the end of my contract, what I always did in my life.
Two questions from our presenters, Laura Woods and Ali McCoist. Laura's question is, in the Arsenal Invincible team, who was your favourite? Not the best player, but was there one in particular that you had a special relationship with, a close relationship with?
I had many close relationships with the players, but you have the big stars with Henry, Vieira and all these players. But I would say my thoughts go as well to players who were not as well supported or highlighted, like Gilberto, like Lauren.
Ray Parlour,
and they have contributed a lot as well, These players, my thoughts go to them as well,
And Ali McCoist's question was, one player in the Premier League that season that you could bring into the Invincible squad, who would it be and why?
One player in the 2004 season?
In the Premier League season you could bring into the Invincible squad, who would it be and why?
At that time it was Ronaldo. He played at Man United in 2004, and he's one of the players I regret not to have signed because we were very close.
It was quite emotional when he spoke at the end of the movie about how maybe the one regret in his career was he wished he walked away a bit sooner, a bit earlier. I mean, can you ever see another manager doing what he and sort of Sir Alex Ferguson did in terms of longevity? Can you imagine being at Arsenal for 20 years?
I don't know. I think he has to be incredibly proud of what he did for the club on the sporting side, but I think he gave a very clear identity to the club as well in terms of values and who we are and what this crest represents right now, and I think this is down to him.
Is he someone that you spoke to when you made that transition from being a player to a manager?
I did. He was very supportive. I was still at the club when I told him that I wanted to start doing my coaching badges. To be fair, he mentioned that a few times to me. He said, "You have to do it."
He always knew that you were going to be a manager, yeah?
He told me that, but obviously it came a little bit sooner than expected, probably.
And this Arsenal team at the moment, you must be happy with the direction they're heading in over the past couple of weeks. Real progress?
Yeah, I think everybody's in the direction, isn't it? I think the most important thing to everyone to understand the direction you go, the philosophy which we try to put in place. And as I said before, so you have to give the opportunity to see the squad playing together. We really believe in the squad what we have right now. We see the squad much better balanced. We really believe in the players which we just signed as well, and the players what we have in the squad. So now we became quite strong, but I think there are lots to do. But again, I think we are in the right direction.
Well, I knew Arsène before. He was very kind to me when I got the job in Switzerland. He actually invited me, and I stayed with him for a week when he was managing Monaco. So I was sort of more than prepared for him coming to England, and knew he'd do a very good job. So it wasn't anything of a surprise to me, and it certainly wasn't a credit. Hi, Arsène.
How are you?
Yeah,
good to see you.
Yeah, good to see you too. Yeah, so
He's a good man, isn't he?
very good man.
Yeah.
Very, very good man.
What was it like facing his teams, though? I imagine that wasn't as nice, was it?
No, that wasn't fun because his teams were so not only well organised, so many talented players. They play with an enormous freedom, really, and you had to be very, very good defensively if you even get any sort of chance against them. And of course, the Invincibles year was probably the crowning success, if you like, in Premier League football today.
When you look at the Arsenal team now, they've obviously got a long way to go, don't they, to get to that, to winning Premier Leagues. Are they heading in the right direction under Mikel Arteta?
Well, I would like to think so. I mean, I'm not an expert on that subject. I'm not a journalist. I watch games for fun now. I don't watch them to analyse whether teams are making strides forwards or backwards. But I mean, the results recently for Arsenal have been very good, and I'm sure all the people here tonight who will be Arsenal fans and to pay their respects really to such a great achievement, they'll be more than happy with the way things are going.
We're here at the Arsène Wenger Invincible film premiere. Just give us a bit of an insight into what it was like playing under the great man.
It was different. It was certainly different to George Graham. Arsène came in and changed everything. Changed the way we played, the way we ate, the way we looked after ourselves. And it was brilliant. It's 2 doubles later. I'm a very happy man. But when he first came in, did I believe he could do it? No. Because he didn't look like a football manager.
What did he look like?
He looked like a professor, like a school teacher. He still does. But now he's got a bit of credit.
Yeah. What made those teams so special? Well, we know there was great quality, but was the togetherness? It was a hard team to beat, wasn't it, David?
It was all that, and he got the mix of experience and young players really well. He left the back 4 alone and the goalie. And then added to it, with Patrick and Nicholas and Manu, Gilles and Remy Gard, those sort of people came in and really made a difference. And it was great, it was a perfect match. We've got Dennis there already, we've got Wrighty there already, so he mixed it really well, but he knew where to leave alone.
How far away, David, are this Arsenal team, not from being Invincibles, but are they heading in the right direction, do you think, under Mikel Arteta now?
They certainly are heading in the right direction, and I think, it took a while for people to believe in the process, because they couldn't really see signs of improvement, but now they are. The first 3 games, the Brentford one was really disappointing. The others, we've got a lot of injuries. The other 2, you can lose them even when you're playing well, Man City and Chelsea. So, since then, we've kicked on, and got a decent goalie as well.
Yeah. You like Ramsdale?
Yeah, I love what he's doing. I love his confidence, and he's got ability as well. He's really impressive.
Well, I think everybody really had no idea who Arsène Wenger was, but like I say, everybody knew who he was whenever he decided to call it a day.
What made him such a good manager?
I mean, to say he understood the players, he understood what problems that they have, and what was good for the team, and also for the club as well. And he was very, very good with the people that he went after, the players that he went after. I mean, to say no one really knew who Patrick was, or Remy Gard was, or Thierry, to come to that.
The documentary, at the end, he admits that perhaps he should have walked away a little bit sooner than what he did. Do you think maybe in hindsight, one regret he might have had in his career is that he could have walked away a few years earlier? Did you think that?
Well, I think we can all be clever after the event. No, I mean, to say, I don't think that he deserved the criticism that he actually got. But that's just the way it is. You just got to get on with it.
Of course, those Arsenal teams are brilliant Arsenal teams. Invincibles the best. This current Arsenal team, are they heading in the right direction, do you think, under Mikel Arteta?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, to say, it's brilliant to see all the youngsters coming through, and that there is more or less the nucleus of what will eventually be, hopefully, a successful Arsenal side.